Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today we are going to try to unlock Tainted Apollyon. Because he's pretty fun, and I wouldn't mind having this character unlocked. I kind of want to go into the curse room. I'm going to go into the curse room. It was not a good idea to go into the curse room. But hopefully we can get this done. It's an interesting character, so I wouldn't mind to give that one a shot. I don't recall if any of the unlocks for the actual character are any good at all, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now I just want to have the character available for me, and that would be lovely. What do we got? Abel. It's a tricky choice, but I think just this once I'm actually just going to use my Void to give myself some more luck and shot speed instead. It is of course part of the conjoined transformation, however I believe that we can make something better with this singular bit of luck and shot speed than we would have ever gotten with Abel. We get 2 flies, suddenly... Not exact. Oh, because of the Rotten Heart, right. Strange that we got that at the very end, but fair enough. Not really anything in there. I mean, Box of Friends could be kind of good, I guess, but that's about it. I don't know if there's really anything else in there, and also I have 0 money bombs or keys, so it's not like I can exactly afford it. I'm not the richest person in the world at this present moment, but who knows where the run is going to go. I thought you got the flies at the start of a next room and not at the end of clearing a room, but yeah, fair enough. I also just lost it by accident, which is a little unfortunate. I did just, like 10 minutes ago, finish that lost run I did yesterday, so I think I've used up all my dodging on that character, and now we're just gonna have a truly horrendous time. We just can't quite use the Void again for the next item that we're gonna get here, so that might be unfortunate depending on what we're gonna get. We can go for either Devil Deals or Angel Rooms. It doesn't really matter which direction I go into, I suppose. I do need to stop taking damage from everything though, because this is getting a little silly. But let's take care of this for... Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, that's what you get. That's what you get immediately after a lost run, to try and calm down with just a regular Apollyon run of all characters. Although... Okay. Sure. Let's just... Okay. Yeah. That's what I wanted. I wanted to start a new run. There's something about Apollyon where you just die a lot with this character, and none of his stats really reflect it. But I have to say that Apollyon has had probably the most of my worthless deaths that I've had on any character, and I really don't know why. It is just a character that just has this habit of dying somehow. It's just the silliest things in the game, and well, today was no exception. So yeah, fair enough. That's sad bombs. I don't hate sad bombs. I don't hate 9-volt battery. Wouldn't mind like a whole bunch of money from the secret room, maybe. Or just mushrooms. It's either or, really. It's hard to say which one is better out of the two. I could take sad bombs, I guess. Like, it's not terrible by any means. It could be good to at least have 5 more bombs. It's probably better than eating it? I could go into more secret rooms and super secret rooms at least. We're gonna have full mapping every time we're not cursed, so that's pretty good. Also, I guess I should have skipped item rooms if we're going for the beast. I really need to remember to do that, but I always forget somehow. I think I want to have that trinket over the one that I currently have as well, but I don't know. Yeah, let's just get the sad bombs. I mean, I'll put 1 coin in the machine and see if it works out, but I'm not expecting it. At most, I'm expecting it to reroll into something I don't want, but we're gonna see here. Alright, cool. At least that gives us 5 extra bombs. It means that we can maybe kill some bosses a little bit easier if we end up actually using the sad bombs for attacking purposes. So that could be good. Maybe the super secret room has some cool stuff in it. 2 black sacks. Well, these could both be health downs. I'm actually just gonna do the boss first, I think. Dingle. think one sad bomb would deal a lot of damage to this, but I'm kind of hoping that he's gonna charge first and then just sit down for a minute. That would be lovely. There we go. Yeah, that deals a pretty substantial amount of damage, I would argue. Only dashes once as well, which is nice. Not a terribly difficult boss. The spiders can be a little annoying, obviously, but I ain't scared of no spiders. Nothing to be worried about here. That's an eternal heart. I'll eat that. I don't really care about Ranger. Any of that. I guess I'll leave the trinket in the boss room. I was standing in the right place for once to not take damage from that. How nice. That's... Okay. Let's put you down over here. We're gonna go for a little walk. We are going to walk back and forth and probably die to this room. Almost certainly we're gonna die to that room, but let's... Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't die to that room and it's gonna maybe be amazing. But it's a room for sure. But there is a lot of red hearts here and there is plenty of opportunity to get some fun stuff to happen here, so maybe we can get something nice. You feel blessed. God, it is a spooky room though. Without flight, it's so easy to just tap the button and die. Hoping it doesn't happen, but I can definitely see myself just walking a little bit wrong and taking just a little bit of one heart full of damage. Alright. I'm saving that 2 of hearts for now. You see me walk down a little bit? That was unintentional. Ay, ay, ay. Making progress. No fear, no worries, no bad times. We're just going for a little walk. Alright. One more time. We do still have that 2 of hearts if we really want to use it one more time at the end of the day. And it's a little tempting, for sure. I could also sacrifice the eternal heart to do it, but I don't really want to do that. I mean, it could be... I mean, either one of these is actually pretty good, so I'll actually just do that. Yeah, fair enough. After that, it's 7 troll bombs, and it's an angel, and it's blah, 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 blah. So not really anything interesting from that point on, but at least we got a soul heart out of it in exchange for the other thing. I'm just going to eat this for speed and luck. Not terrible. And let's go. We have a little bit of defense. We got a trinket on the first room, which is really nice. Like, that's obviously the best place for a trinket to get that thing to spawn. To get that cracked key to spawn for the end, so that's nice. There is a semi-free curse room here. And not terrible. We could get some money out of the blood donation machine as well, so that's nice. Sticky penny. I was kind of hoping for some more troll bombs there, but I'm definitely just gonna take this. You could tell it's sticky because of the sound it makes. In that it does make one. I'll skip this item room and hope that works out. Hopefully we can get some stat ups from the remaining void uses, and that way we don't have to worry about stuff so much. Devil deals are probably, I might as well check it out. I did get an extra red heart container at the first floor, so that's not too terrible of an idea. Almost certainly want to play with that blood donation machine if I want to go in that direction though. So I probably will do that. I think there was still like a red heart in the secret room as well, so I'll just put a whole bunch of hearts in there and see what ends up happening. But I wouldn't mind clearing out the floor first before doing that in case I lose that soul heart or something. I want to try and play this at least somewhat safe. Oop. There we go. That'll do. Save us a bomb. Yeah, don't hate that. That's a little bit of extra safety and a lot of extra bombs probably. We have decent money already. VFFs could be good. I could eat the Pandora's box actually as well. Oh god, there's a lot of good stuff here. Actually quite a lot of nice things available here. It means that if I eat Pandora's box, and it means the next time I use the void, it is going to activate Pandora's box, and therefore give me some cool stuff. Which could be nice, using the sad bomb on that, just because I feel like with this trinket we're going to end up with more bombs than we know what to do with, depending on how our life goes. If we find that bomb beggar, then we can just turn that into infinite bombs as well, so that would be lovely. I'm surprised that didn't hit me a second time, but I'll take it. And we have just about reached the boss here with half of a soul heart remaining. It's not great, but I can use a bomb to fight the boss at least. Yeah, okay, let's go see if we can make some money here, because I think that could be worthwhile. I could technically check out the boss challenge room as well. There was a heart here, right? Did I pick up that heart already? Did I just forget about it? I guess I did. Oh, that could make this a little bit more dangerous, but I'm gonna play around with this for a little bit for sure. Trinket's tempting. Does this open already if I do this? Yes. There's a black heart. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. And hope I don't mess up the boss fights here in the dark. I'm surprised that that ended up working out, but I'll take it once again. At least this boss isn't overly complicated, but I'm not loving the spiders he's spawning here. And it is a lot of spiders that he's spawning. I really don't like this champion, it turns out. At least we can get him to land on some of these spiders as well. And if we lose the black heart, then he's probably just dead, so that's fine, but it's... yeah. Not great. At least we got a heart back. There's a little plum. Will not give us a plum flute if we kill him here, so... or if we don't kill him here. He will just attack forever, because it is not a boss room. I'm gonna do this. And that did so much damage. Sad bombs are pretty great, actually. All in all, this was mostly just a range up effectively for free, so... could have been worse. BFFs is still tempting, though. Let's see if we can get away with this. One more red heart remains. We can turn that into a little bit more money, but not like a whole lot. Let's assume 2 coins. This would be a boss item on the next floor, which is obviously pretty good, or even better if we use it the floor afterwards. Yeah, I'm just gonna get this, I think. Probably should have checked out the boss room first, huh? Oh well. Too late for that. Let's keep going. We got 2 soul hearts. We got something in our void. Overall, not too terrible for sure. This will probably work out. There's little plum again. We could not attack him for part of the Lord of the Flies transformation, but I really do want to keep the void, since otherwise it does feel like a bit of a waste of buying that Pandora's box for sure. It's just such a shame. This is genuinely the cutest boss anyone's ever put in a video game. I don't appreciate how much we have to hurt this tiny creature. But it is what it is. Have to play it slightly safe with my health situation right now as well, but not like super safe or anything. It's very medium. It's a very medium time that we're having. Oh jeez. Should probably at least try and dodge a little bit though. Probably not the worst idea. Come on. It's nice that it doesn't hurt if I use the Pandora's box on either the next floor or the one after that. The one after that is obviously more preferable, but it's still not terrible to do it on the next floor. I could take both. Yeah. 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 I'm gonna go crown strats. It is really high tier 8, not much anything else, but it is specifically when trying to avoid item rooms for a while. I don't hate having some damage and things available, so that's quite nice. I'm hoping that we're gonna keep this mapping situation for every floor and not gonna get cursed, because that would really make life a lot easier in terms of actually finding the planetarium. Do need to remember not to actually sacrifice red hearts right now though, but our soul heart situation is pretty good. So that's nice. This is not terrible. I kind of completely forgot about skipping item rooms. Yeah, just sort of ran in there, didn't I? Well, yeah. Fair enough. Doesn't hurt that much, I suppose, but it's a little silly for sure. It's just so automated to run into an item room, you know? It's very easy to forget about stuff like that. Even now, 100,000 hours of Isaac later, it is still so easy to make the exact same mistakes over and over. It's kind of amazing. Oh, there we go. I kind of was skipping that one room for the sake of keeping a charge, but I guess if I pick up the key like that, I might as well just do this as well. Not exactly worthwhile, but if we can get a consumable or something, that would be lovely. That's a consumable or something. Very nice. Very good. We got some spiders out of our bursting sack, which is pretty nice. Not bursting sack, the juicy sack, I think it's called. Whatever is making these spiders on occasion. So that's nice. Full red heart. Apparently that champion was a money champion. So that's nice as well. Might make our shop a little bit more useful, so that's good. If there's something we want to put into our void from the shop, that could end up being pretty useful. Not sure what I would want to put in my shop specifically, but there might be something. That's a Soul of Lilith. I'm just gonna do that because that's free.
Soul of Lilith.
Does that work with the clear rune? Probably not, right? Because that would just be infinite familiars. That seems really ridiculously overpowered if that would work, but I'd be surprised they didn't consider that possibility. So I'm just gonna assume the answer to that is probably gonna be no, but it would be neat. It would be kinda neat if you could just fill yourself up with familiars. Yeah, fair enough. It does actually add it to your items and everything as well, so that's cool. I'll use this real quick. Don't need to have this in my void, I suppose, but I'll have it. No. I missed. It's actually pretty good with sad bombs as well, thinking about it. Which I didn't really consider before, but that actually does make the item significantly more interesting for the future floors. I'm actually gonna carry this with me for a little bit just so I can save some bombs. Because I still have a couple of secret rooms to go into and I wouldn't mind having some bombs available. Kinda want to blow up a shopkeeper as well, but I don't know if I can really afford that. We'll see, I suppose. Alright, let's try this again. Slightly easier place to do it that time. We did get another bomb. We got a Hierophant card. Lovers as well. We can recharge this item one more time if we take it with us to the boss. It does mean we won't have the void available for potentially the devil deal, but that's fine. I don't hate the idea. Okay, that's not terrible. We're just gonna sit over here and shoot large quantities of tears at these bastards. Oh boy. They're making it difficult, and I don't like it. Doing a lot of the old dashing and combination attacks here, and I don't appreciate it. This is alright defense, I'll take it. Plus, I still don't really want to use the void on this floor anyway, so that works out. I will take it with me now, though. It has been a good run for Bob's Rotten Head, as it honestly very frequently is whenever I get the item, but it is time to move on. Cool. Classic. Might be good. Might be good. I hope it's going to be good. I will need more money to make that good, but it certainly has the potential of being quite nice. Let's see what's on this floor. This is definitely where I want to be able to use Pandora's box. There is no planetarium, which is, I guess, is not really much of a surprise. Very nice. Free soul heart. Not sure where I want to use the void, but I guess I kind of want to make sure there's actually an item to eat with it as well. Well, I suppose if I just use it here, then That's at least an item. I was kind of hoping for a reroll machine, I guess. That would have been nice. There might be one in the item room as well, and then I can reroll both items if need be. Yeah, that might be good. I'll do that. Although I don't really want to go into the item room, no, do I? Right, okay. I keep forgetting. One bone heart. I think that's not going to work out with the crown, because I think it's going to see the bone heart as a second red heart and then just ruin my day. So let's fight the boss first. If we can get rid of this red heart, then the bone heart becomes more interesting again. And if not, then, well, fair enough, you know. It is what it is, but well, let's see if we can make something work here first. Golden key is not bad. Just gonna go straight for the boss right now because just want to see if we A, get a devil deal, and B, if it means that the bone heart becomes a little bit more interesting. A lot of champions in this room, but not any of them are scary because the moment they get close to me, they're gonna be scared and leave. So not exactly worried, although that tier did get surprisingly close there for a moment, so should at least watch out a little bit, I suppose. Come on. There we go. 3 pills I can't reach, and a boss. The Frail. Always a good time. And with the fear, we can see where he is, kind of. So that's fun. I could also use sand bombs to just insta-kill the second phase, pretty much, I think. Oops. Whoop. More or less. It's a lot of damage, for sure. Not quite an insta-kill, in that the boss was not dead. Also, probably should have just eaten that, thinking about it, but... maybe I have good pills? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Could have been worse. God, that bone heart. I don't know. Because the next floor is almost certainly going to have a devil deal. Whoop. Luck up, speed up. Not terrible. But I hope that we're not going to get in trouble with the devil deals on the later floor, because I'd like to have this crown. The tier rate's really nice, but simultaneously I wouldn't mind having more of a build. Right now we don't have that much of a build. We have some very minor stat ups and that's about it really, so I don't really love it. But simultaneously I have skipped a couple item rooms. Well, one. I have skipped an item room, to say it more specifically. I'm hoping I can get something out of that on one of the future floors at least. My money situation is not exactly what I want it to be for restock, but meh. Hopefully that's not a problem. That's a fully charged void if needed. That's a lot of red hearts. I guess I'm gonna go to that demon beggar for a minute. Ah. That's so good. Yeah, okay. We're gonna play this for a minute because this seems worthwhile. It's gonna be a lot of walking back and forth to get these red hearts, but still, that's seems fine enough. Got +2 tier rate as well. It's so much. I can very easily get enough money for the Dreamcatcher at least. So I'm probably just gonna get that, but Red Stew is also just amazing. Yeah, tough one. I'd really like to have that entire shop if possible, but we'll see what we can do here. The nice thing is that we're not in a rush, so we can take some time here and just walk back and forth a lot and not really worry about life. Tower card. That's not exactly what I'm looking for here. Probably gonna need to give him at least 3 more hearts before he pays out again, but maybe we're lucky. Do I want to use the void for anything else at this stage? Depends on what this beggar gives me, I guess. Yeah. Let's just go for the half heart. I have full confidence that this is going to be just enough to get him to pay out one more time. Ah. Alright, I'm gonna go get that half a heart that's all the way over there because I quite like going for a long walk. Isn't there just a bunch of hearts? I already picked... what? Did I pick all of those up? That seems unlikely. I didn't pick up the heart, right. I didn't actually pick up the bone heart thing because then I would get the bone heart. There was a spike there. That was inevitable. That was fairly guaranteed to happen, and that was worth it. That was absolutely worth it. No regrets walking back and forth for a long period of time. Let's just explore the rest of the floor here to see if we can maybe get 6 more coins at least. Otherwise I'm just going to blow up the donation machine, I guess. It's unlikely, unless there's a temperance machine, that we're going to get 6 more coins here, but certainly not impossible. Especially with rooms like this, there could just be a nickel or a dime in there. We got 1 coin, which is technically not nothing. Nearly walked into the spikes again, though. I should really stop doing that for sure. That's not a good way to do anything except for maybe open up this challenge room. Oh, there you go. Okay then. Guess is ready for a lot more walking. It's me. I am ready for a lot of walking. I am ready to maybe perfectly run into these spikes one more time before we leave this floor. Nice thing about Dreamcatcher as well is that it gives you a glimpse of what the item is. Where am I? It gives you a glimpse of what the item is when you enter the floor, and then if it's terrible, you can just get it on the ascent still, and it might just be a different item. Because the ascent is odd, and for some reason it has a tendency to just change what kind of item was in the item room, so could end up being useful. There we go. 1 more trek. And then maybe 1 more to get that last red heart back so we have tier 8. Although, if there's only 1 heart remaining, then I might just blow it up, the donation machine. Nope, there's still 3 hearts remaining, so plenty of good times to just walk back and forth. The lover's card would have been really nice. I've been holding on to this Hierophant in case we get a devil deal and we have to give up all of our soul hearts, and we can at least keep 1 by throwing it down in the devil deal room and having some fun there. Could technically play it 1 more time in the hope that I get like a blood bag or something like that. The speed up wouldn't be terrible, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'll take the Dreamcatcher because I think it is probably the better item, especially during the ascent. You end up getting just a bunch of extra health for that as well, so that's obviously pretty good. And Red Stew is only temporary at the end of the day, but still it does hurt. Red Stew is so capable of just clearing out a floor so easily, and it does make life significantly less complicated, but it's still 14 coins that I only have if I sacrifice a large quantity of bombs at the end of the day, and I just don't think that's worthwhile right now. We have Monstro's Lung, I think that was, and a double trouble boss waiting for us, so that's fun. 41% chance of a room that's not on this floor. Cool. And, well, there went that half a soul heart that I just acquired for taking the Dreamcatcher, but at least we know that the item room's just not that interesting, so at least I can leave that alone. It's another item room we're skipping. Gonna reach 61% on the next floor. That could be useful to open up the thing. Kind of tempted to just put it in the void, actually, you know? Just having a free bomb. It's definitely gonna hurt me. It's definitely gonna hurt me. I've changed my mind. It's, yeah, it's only gonna be horrible. That's not really what I would call a worthwhile curse room, unfortunately. But I figured I might as well check. Don't love this room. But I did it correctly that time, so I don't hate it that much. I don't know where the hands are. I can barely see the shadows. There we go. Haven't seen many tinted rocks, but maybe I haven't been paying very good attention during this run. Wouldn't mind a little bit more health for sure, but yeah, we'll see what we can get, I suppose. One nice thing about eventually getting rid of this red heart as well is just because it means I can sleep in the bed and get 3 more soul hearts, which would obviously be rather nice. That is a stopwatch right there, which I'm just gonna do that for. And we're just gonna do that 1 more time. I want that thing right now. That That's a really nice thing to have. And we get a pill bottle for our efforts. But yeah, that seems worthwhile for sure. It does make life significantly safer with all these enemies being just a little bit slower than usual. I appreciate that. Challenge room with non-boss related enemies could be okay. Depending on how many chests are in here. None of them are red. There's only one. Not great. But you could argue that it is worthwhile at some stages in life. So there is that. Alright, so Monster's Lung, that's not too interesting to keep. Secret room might still be good. We can save one bomb, maybe two, depending on if we take that Mr. Boom. We are what floor are we on? Necropolis 1. For some reason I thought we were on Necropolis 2 for some reason, which is wrong. I'm gonna save myself 2 bombs, I think, this day. By taking this and just immediately dropping it at the start of the next room. And there is a golden bomb in here. Can I get that with 1 bomb? No. There's a lot of enemies here. I wouldn't mind if they got really close to one another. Where's the door? Here it is. I'd argue that that worked. It worked quite well. I could also... Yeah, I should just get the golden bomb for 1 key. It's probably worthwhile. Ooh, that's also not bad. Oh, it's a little bad. Oh, God. Because it's going to give me a red heart. Oh. But it also gives me a black heart and a soul heart, and that's obviously really nice. I don't know. That's a tough one. Because I want to keep this crown, obviously, because that's my tier 8 and pretty much my build right now. Yeah, because I've been skipping item rooms and haven't really seen many things worth getting either. On the way there, this enemy's just going to do nothing to me, which is nice. I guess I should just blow up rocks all over the place in case we get like a crawl space or something like that. Also, I guess I should just be using sod bombs to destroy everyone. Thinking about it. Because that will probably make life at least a little bit easier. Kill that skeleton from a distance. There we go. It's a big room with a lot of rocks. You would expect at least one of them to have a cool little X on it. But unfortunately, even the skull was deceitful. Such is life, I suppose, but it is it's just very unfortunate. Alright. Watch for the shadows, and whoop. Little bit odd timing when it's all in slight slow motion, but it ended up working out. Soul heart there. Tricky. Tricky choices. Yeah. That was silly. That was extremely avoidable damage. I didn't think that would go through the wall like that, but it did. 100% double deal chance. Let's hope we get something that requires a red heart, because I'd love it. I'd really love that. There we go, that's 1. And that'll probably be 2. More or less. And this one can't actually get close to me. Okay, that might be worth eating. It's 1 black heart, but that's really about it. Oh, God. Yeah, I guess I kind of want that, huh? I'm just gonna put that in the void. It does mean that... yeah, that's rough. Because that does mean that we can get the Black Lotus. It also means that if we use the void on a next floor, it's going to turn the reward into a Devil Deal item. Simultaneously, I believe on the Ascent, it will turn that Devil Deal item into an item that you can buy with coins. which is obviously then preferable to using our one red heart on it. So it might be worth to use the void as much as possible on the upcoming floors and then buying the Devil Deal reward with coins on the way back up in this game is genuinely just too confusing. There's so many things you have to keep in mind. Can I buy 2 batteries here though? That would be lovely. Yeah, I can. Whoop. And then we'll take that onwards to eat that black heart giving thing at the end of the floor. Because then we still get the black heart, but we also get stat ups. We will miss out on 0 to 6 bombs, but I think I can live with that. Yeah, I think I'll be okay with that, honestly. And it was not a damage up, it was luck again. We have not gotten damage ever? We've not gotten a damage up from the void yet, I don't think. That's a syringe. If there's a planetarium on this floor, I will probably take it, but there's not. 61%. It could be one on the next floor. The reward, I'm pretty sure is not going to change because it's the Polaroid, so I can just safely use the void here a bunch of times to just get a bunch of health. We got half a soul heart from the Dreamcatcher as well, so that's obviously quite nice. But the reward, the item room is just not really that worthwhile. I mean, even if it changes on the ascent, that's not too bad. I mean, I'm just gonna chill here for a bit. The Juicy Sack is just stopping this thing. The Juicy Sack can probably combine with the fear effect that is being caused by too spooky. Makes it impossible for this boss to get close to me, and that's lovely. There we go. There's Envy. I probably could have done that better. Let's just do this. That was a lot more dangerous in hindsight than I had anticipated because of all the tears and the barrels and the things. It was not a very good idea, but it ended up working out. So really, nothing needs to be scary. No scares. There's no scares here. Also forgot I had that trinket, which should just give me a lot of bombs. I've not really been thinking about troll bombs at all. I kind of forgot I even had the trinket just because I haven't seen troll bombs even, or really just didn't notice them. Which is a little silly, I suppose. Again, hindsight and all that. There is a full card waiting for me here. Nope. Let's just take that. This room largely cleared by the Robo Baby there, along with a bunch of tears being shot in that direction, so that's nice. Sure. At this point, it's barely even worthwhile to use the Void for the extra health. We're not quite in time for the boss rush, unfortunately, in that we're 32 minutes depths 2, but, you know, I'm just gonna do this. Let's just use that Satanic Bible inside my Void to get a little bit of extra health. Might as well be on max health before I say it's not worthwhile to do stuff like that. Because that seems like a more sensible decision at the end of the day. A little scary with those diagonal shots, but we are entirely safe over here. No concerns. That's a card. I do not know which one, though. Ooh. Assuming there's at least one more good shop in the 2 remaining floors, that could be good. Especially with restock as well. We could get some things out of that, maybe, if we get some more money as well. Otherwise, probably should have eaten it, but, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It might not be terrible at the end of the day. Why is there always these diagonal shooting stinky boys? Because it's not a good time. It's a little bit too difficult for my brain to comprehend diagonals. I'm a little tempted to buy one item to see what the next one would be, but that's really it. I mean, it's part of the Lord of the Flies transformation, of which I have 0 items, so that's arguably a choice that could be made. This is the room that I was talking about if I wanted to get a lot of bombs. because this obviously works rather well in combination with this trinket. If I had some kind of D20 or dice shard or something like that, then obviously this room would be pretty great as well, because I could just turn this into a whole bunch of nonsense and then just call it a day. There we go. Look at us getting a large quantity of bombs. With sad bombs specifically, that's obviously not too terrible. Now I'm just gonna give him some bombs back. Maybe get like some health. I didn't actually know that this character even dropped health. I've only ever seen him drop coins, I think. But I'll take it. I could probably like play a little bit more. Just get a few more bombs here, but I really don't need this many bombs. Even with sad bombs, I really don't need this many, I suppose. I'd rather just get a bomb item. That's a luck up right there. Might just stick to like 40 bombs or something like that. That'll probably get me through the day. Maybe bomb him just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. We are at least getting decent consumables now, so this is exactly the kind of hospitality that you would like to have in a run. Any run, really. It's just a nice combination of events. It's just a really nice trinket for this very specific situation. In other situations, it's obviously still quite nice just because you, like, things like Curse of the Tower become a lot safer. In case you ever need a bomb, you'll have a bomb, which is just really nice. But I'm surprised that he hasn't given us a bomb item at this stage, because we have given this character quite a lot of bombs. Obviously not as many bombs as he's given us, but still. And maybe that's the reason why he's still showing up. He's dropping a lot of luck ups as well. This is the second one already. This is already kind of worthwhile if we have any sort of luck-based item during our run. But also this makes the shop a little bit more interesting as well, because I can just buy another item and see if that works out. A little tempted to just buy a jar of flies and put it in my void as well, thinking about it. Not sure if there was a battery in my shop. Oh, there it is. Alright, Mr. Mega I'm not too interested in, because I think I'm just going to buy myself with that, but I could put that in the void as well. Was there a battery here? There's not. There's a Horf. So let's get that. Coupon doesn't really do that much for me here. Other than do that. Do I really want any of this? Probably not. I'll just put Mr. Mega in and call it a day, I think. Give me a little bit of a stat up. No damage still. My luck is really high, but I don't have any luck items. To my knowledge, at least. I don't know if there are items which currently require luck that I'm just not aware of. Something like Juicy Sack or something like that. I don't think that's luck dependent, but I always forget to actually check what items are luck based, and there is a list somewhere. I just tend to forget about it. Ooh, Juicy Sack plus Stopwatch though, that's a combination. Because this foot is just not going anywhere. There's a decent amount of extra damage you get that way. I should just use sad bombs. I think one sad bomb would probably just end the fight here if the foot shows up again, but like this'll... Yeah, it's close. I'm like slightly overestimating the amount of damage sad bombs actually does, but it's obviously very strong. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get rid of it anyway. Okay, well, kind of want to keep that red heart, so we're just gonna leave that alone. There's a Hierophant card over here, which we don't really need. Yeah. Could probably recharge the thing a little bit more, but I don't really need to. What's in here? Guillotine or good item? Tricky choice. 81% chance of a planetarium, and there actually is one. Also, it turned red. Which might mean, hey, you did it. There's a planetarium on this floor. I don't know if it shows that if it's not on the map, but... Well, it is on the map now, and it helped. But we did get that very low % chance planetarium there, so that's nice at least. Little tempted to not bother with the item room, just because I'm curious what we would get on the way back, or if it changes at all. Kind of just curious at this stage if I don't go in at this floor if it would change things. Just because the other item is not like super incredible either. Damage doesn't really matter here either. The damage we're taking. Obviously the damage we're dealing matters a bit, which is 5. Because we've had 1 damage up so far. But yeah. The damage we take doesn't matter too much. Luna isn't really going to do anything, I think. It'll make this secret room a little bit better. And that's really about it. I don't know if I want to even bother. I might just consume that. That's another look up. I really don't know if I'm going to have any use for that, but we'll see, I suppose. Let's just do that. Sun card. Pretty pointless. Gave it some thought. I'm going to end up getting rid of the Hierophant, let alone a sun card for my 1 red heart. I already have full mapping. There is no point to that item. Unless I specifically want to just give my 1 heart to a beggar or something like that. I don't really see a use for it. Anyway, stopwatch is pretty much incredible, because with the movement speed that I have, this room is not even that scary. Also, it helps that none of these enemies can actually get close to me, I suppose, but because of the various things I have to keep things away from me, which is quite nice. It's gonna hurt putting a planetarium item in the void after skipping item rooms for so long, but I'm still gonna do it. Ay. Such an adventure for nothing. Maybe I should just take it. Just for the sake that it hurts less. Ay. Choices. At least it would give me a little bit more health, I suppose, which would be kind of okay. Mostly doing this in case it drops a heart so I can use the void on that. Come on. Didn't drop a heart. Fair enough. A lot of red hearts over here right now, but that's about it. And we still didn't get damage. We only got speed and shot speed. Terrible. Well, at least we can use these remaining keys. Ooh, actually, I need to have keys. This could be worrying. If this isn't going to work out, because I won't be able to enter my item rooms. I say I need keys and then I immediately just use all of them because I am a smart person. But it does mean that I'm just not going to take the shortcut there, I think. Unless there is just a bunch of keys in that secret room over there, which is possible. There's at least one secret room layout with 2 keys inside it. That's just a free bomb. I kind of got scared for nothing, as you often do. There's a black heart over there, which I don't really need. I guess there might be keys in the shop as well, but I feel like with the not greeds we've gotten throughout this entire run, this is probably fairly likely going to be a greed shop, but we'll see. Doesn't have to be, technically. Wow. Genuinely isn't. Alright. Just going to buy a bunch of keys. I could get Sharp Plug, I guess. For 7 coins. Alabaster Box? I mean, I kind of gotta. I see. Does that matter? Not really. Not really. I'm just gonna buy that, stick it in there, and then we'll find some place to use that. Not really sure where I want to use that. It'll definitely be charged in time, which is nice, but yeah, I might just save that for like the last room, I guess, for like home. Because the moment we use the void again, we're going to use the alabaster box, and that's going to be nice. I guess there's probably going to be a decent chance that we're going to put something in the void on the way up as well. What do we got? Alright. That means we can at least afford a battery as well. This room's, the room's got an interesting design, but you really just hold one direction. And that's the room. I guess with really bad movement speed, it could be a little bit different, but that's all I can really think of. There's a Tinder Rock there. Oh, that's pretty good. It's more tier rate. That's the one thing this build was lacking. It is actually not maxed out because the crown like goes beyond limits. Fair enough. I guess I could just use the alabaster box immediately, but I think you get some health for it as well, so...
Just get over it.
Yeah. Let's see if this changes our item room, because I'm actually genuinely curious. Assuming we survive to our item room, because quite frankly, my damage is preposterous, but we'll see. I'm feeling fairly hopeful, provided I can just stay away from stuff, and so far the rooms do allow me to do that. Oh my god, they swooped at my bomb. Swooped indeed, that's what they did. That's the word that we're gonna use to describe what happened there, and it is accurate. But yeah, in rooms like this, these enemies aren't really that big of a deal, outside of when they swoop. Ooh. Yeah, don't hate that. I'll take that. It does change it. It 100% changes it. Which is odd. I'll take whatever that... Alright, let's try that again. High Priestess. It's not even gonna get used because the thing's already here, yeah. Alright, well, it's at least an interesting item room. I think I prefer that over the other one. Just because I like me some zaps, so that worked out. Yeah. I don't think we need bombs anymore, and that's obviously pretty good. Look at that tier rate right now. That's gonna actually, with my luck as well, that's actually gonna be kind of amazing. This, on the other hand, does have its uses from time to time, but not this run.
He's self-destructive and disturbed.
I kind of like having a full map for this sequence. It is actually kind of nice to be able to see where exactly you have to go. I think those can shoot horizontally and vertically, so I'm kind of happy that they ended up just not shooting. There we go. One more key. Teleport 2.0. God, we really skipped some item rooms, huh? I mean, admittedly, we could see what they were, and I don't think we've seen those items particularly, but jeez. The best part of our build right now is Nose Goblin Tech 1, which was definitely at the very end, I suppose. And this ridiculous tier rate, of course, but come on. Yeah, but we might get Sacred Heart from that alabaster box that's still inside my thing, I suppose. Don't know if I should just wait. I guess I could just use it to eat the mom item at the end, and then we'll get some stat ups from that as well. I was thinking maybe using it during the Dogma fight just so those soul hearts are on the screen, and then we might get some extra health that way, but it's not really worth the hassle, I don't think. There we go. Ooh, damage. Don't mind that. What's this? I guess the health that would have been pretty terrible, but we didn't get that. I mean, it's not like super terrible, but it certainly would have made the build a lot worse. It's still probably fairly manageable with the Nose Goblin and ridiculous luck that we currently have, but I do prefer this. But now that we know what luck up is, I might actually just not take any other pills, because luck's really the only stat I need right now. Tears up would obviously be pretty nice, but not necessary. This item room we've already visited, so we don't need to go exactly there. If I understand how the map works during the sequences exactly, I do still need to go right, but then probably down? I don't know if the exit of the floor can be next to the item room. I'm not really sure how the rules work. Never mind, the exit's right here. I really don't understand it at all. Fair enough. Oh, I did skip this one. Basement 2? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's calm down now. I'm aware that we're still going to get 2 more soul hearts from using the alabaster box, I think, but let's not just die now. Don't need that. I kind of wish I had some more money. Not sure if this works with... I should have just done more of the floor. Should have eaten that. But simultaneously, I still want to make sure that I have max health for the Dogma fight, so... Yeah. And we're going to heal up a little bit with the Dreamcatcher as well, so... I'd rather not waste the Dreamcatcher charges at the same time. The knockback's pretty good with that nail, which I'm assuming is causing this to happen right now. Because it's pretty effective. There we go. This is where we get rid of the Hierophant card as well, because I can only carry 1 card. I think think I've gone into this item room, right? Fairly sure I have. What a fun room that is. Yeah. Alright, and we're pretty much good to go for the dogma fight then at least, so that's nice. We have the crack key available for unlocking the character. Things are looking okay. Primarily because of my tier 8 and the nose goblins, but still manageable, I would argue. Don't really need the money, but what if we get money equals power from home? It's maybe possible. Probably not. No dreams. The dreams have been caught. Alright. I can see forever. Very neat. For the very end of the run. Tainted Apollyon. Unlocked. Interesting. And one more item. Don't need range or tier height, so let's just do that. For the Immaculate Heart, which gives me a red heart container. So I don't want that because my tier 8 is probably more important than the damage that I would get. 20% damage isn't that much at the end of the day with the build that we have, just because we haven't gotten that many damage up, so I'm just going to stick with this. Hopefully we can get a lot of hits in like this. But I'd argue that this is fine. You can just keep doing this attack over and over, then I'm entirely okay with that. It's going to take a minute, but stopwatch actually also just making this fairly trivial so far, so if we can just keep that up, that would be lovely. Does make the slowdown is very noticeable. Don't mind it. Now for Dogma, starting off with a nice and easy attack, especially again with that stopwatch, which is... I got confused. And then he just destroyed the enemy I spawned with my cool egg. That's a shame. I guess I could probably do this as well, which, yeah, that's fairly effective. Just throw a couple of these down there. Ooh, the sound does not line up very well with stopwatch here either, but yeah, fair enough. Well, we're nearly done with the Dogma fight. Didn't actually do the attack where you have to dodge for a while, so that's also quite neat. And now we have a large quantity of bombs that we could technically throw on some of these enemies here, so that could be useful, but I think I'm just gonna keep my distance here. Hope the Robo Baby ends up attacking at least a little bit. But I'd argue that this is working fairly well. For a build that damage-wise isn't too impressive, it's doing its job, but then again, the stopwatch here as well is just making this pretty easy to dodge so far. I'm hoping it's going to stay that way. There we go. Part 1 of this boss done. God, look at this. Sometimes I take stopwatch for granted. It shows up fairly frequently, I feel, and it's very capable of just destroying these enemies here. We're gonna get one more black heart if we use the void at the end there as well, so that's fun. We are creating a lot of nose goblins, so that's nice as well. These bosses are all just a little bit too high to drop bombs on, because if I use a bomb, it's just gonna fall down. And maybe one of those zaps from a distance might hit it, but that's really about it. God, those enemies got knocked off of the screen. They can't even get close to me. I was not aware that the knockback of what I presume is entirely caused by the nails would cause this much trouble for them, but apparently it does. That's good times. I don't mind that. This boss might be bombable, I guess, once he starts chasing me around a little bit. Hoping that's kind of going to work out at least a little bit here and there. Just going to zoom back and forth during this part. Maybe get hit by an explosion. You know, good times. Now during this, if I could just go like hide in the corner here for a minute, and then just quickly zoom up. Yeah, I can throw a bomb on him. With relative ease. Not sure if it's really worthwhile, but still, it's fun. It's at least visually appealing. And ultimately, that's the most important part. I could actually probably use a couple bombs here as well when the size spawn all around me. Because usually they're like pretty low to the ground. Missed. Let's try that again. Oh god. That one got knocked way forward. Oh! Is that an option? I can just throw them with the laser. I actually wasn't even thinking about that. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's actually really good. He died so quickly. Wow. The things you learn when you have Tech 1 nails sad bombs. And you mess around for a little bit. Also, let's use that. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this. This seems fairly effective to just deal a pretty substantial amount of damage here. God, look at them just bounce. It's so good. The tear rate probably helps out quite a bit as well here, but I really didn't anticipate this to be so powerful. I would have loved if I could just shoot bombs quickly after rapid bombs thing, but this gets the job done. I'm happy I took some time to just get a large quantity of bombs because it certainly probably is helping out damage-wise at least a little bit. Come on, there we go. On to the next phase. We have pretty much not taken damage here. I am not at all concerned. We're gonna have like the perfect amount of bombs as well. Like we're only barely gonna run out of bombs, if at all. Come on. Use my last bombs. Yeah, it was actually the perfect amount of bombs needed to kill the beast fight. That's hilarious. And the worm friend has appeared in the basement along with Tainted Apollyon, who does from the get-go look pretty interesting, but looks even cooler when actually played. So I might do a run as him next time. That was a fun time. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And I hope to see y'all next time when we do a run as a different character. I need to get this ending sequence figured out. I keep saying it slightly differently from time to time, and then I just get genuinely confused where I was. But either way, hope y'all enjoy it. Hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.